started. Sitting up nice and tall in simple cross-legged pose. Resting your hands on your knees or on your lap. Begin to inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Measure the length of your inhale. And then exhale for equal length. Bring your left hand down by your side. Reach for the ceiling with your right hand. Exhale, come over for a side bend. Inhale, coming up. Change sides. Inhale, coming back up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your hands behind you, come up on your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, flattening your hands out, coming into a gentle back bend. Oh, inhale, coming up. Exhale, gentle forward. Inhale, coming back up. Simple cross-legged pose, sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale. Take a twist to your left. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale. Over to the other side. Inhale, coming back to center. Change change the cross of your legs. Bring your left hand in behind your lower shoulder blades. Bring the other hand over the top, clasping your hands together. Release your hands. Change sides. Release your hands. Coming on to all fours for tabletop. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees about hips distance apart, fingers spread wide. Inhale. Releasing your spine in. As you inhale, release your spine in towards the mat for a cow. Bring your gaze forward. Exhale, rolling your spine up. Pull up from the belly button, tuck the tailbone under, press the palms into the mat. Cat. Cow. Cat. And just continuing the movement back and forth with your own breath. Inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Exhale, left shoulder to left hip. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, back to center. And just continuing back and forth. Inhale, coming back to center. Take your left leg straight out behind you. Walk your right hand out in front, lift it up off the floor. Reaching your fingertips and toes strongly away from each other. Exhale, bring the knee into the chest, elbow alongside the body. Inhale, expand outwards. Exhale, bring it in. Expand, and just continue with your own breath. Inhale, expand outwards. Release down. Change sides. Exhale, bring it in. Reach, and just continue. Reach, release down. Child's pose. shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees about hips distance apart, tuck the toes under, lift your knees to a bent leg down dog. Very slowly begin to straighten your legs, coming to a full downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward. Feet about hips distance apart. Clasp your hands to the opposite elbow. Ragdoll. Forward folded from your hip crease. Having soft knees to release the hamstrings, yet straightening your legs as much as you can. Release your hands to the mat. Bring your feet together. Very slowly roll yourself up to Tadasana. Once you're standing, taking the shoulder shrug. Taking your right hand, reach for the ceiling, left hand by your side. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, coming back up. Change sides. Inhale, coming back up. Hands to your hip crease, standing nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, roll forward. Release your hands to the mat. Step back. One foot followed by the other into a high plank. Release your knees down. Lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Inhale. Use your back muscles only to peel your chest up off the mat as you inhale. Exhale, release down. Push to all fours, down dog. Walk your feet forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, swoop up. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back into a high plank. Chaturanga Tandasana, low plank. Keep the elbows tight to the body, then release all the way down. Inhale, use the arms to scoop through into a king cobra. Exhale, release down. Push to all fours, down dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lifting your right leg. Bend the knee, roll open to the side. Three-legged dog. Inhale, coming back to center. Release your foot down. Change sides. Coming back to center. Release your foot down. Looking between your hands. Step forward with your left foot, followed by your right. Standing forward fold. Inhale, swoop up. Hands to your heart center, bow forward. Hands to the mat. Back to high plank. So we're going to do, this is going to be called sequence 8. So we start from high plank, Low plank. Now you're going to decide whether you want baby cobra, king cobra, or upward facing dog. Now, down dog. Look forward, step forward. Standing fourfold, and then you're going to swoop up. And it's your heart center. Pause. That's sequence A. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away. Take the arms up and overhead. Feet about hips distance apart. Exhale. Side bend to your left. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, over to the other side, and twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Feet together, hands to your heart center, bow forward. Hands to your mat. Step back with your left foot for warrior one. So that means we want our feet on two separate tracks, left to right. A little bit of space between, and fairly narrow base front to back. So we keep our hips square to the front of the mat. Take the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers steeply with the pointed fingers. Pull the arms back towards the ears. Squeeze the biceps in. Bring the front knee over the front ankle. Press strongly into the back heel. Virabhadrasana 1. Humble warrior. Bring the hands to the lower back. Interlace the fingers there. Exhale. Tip the upper body over the front leg. Wrap the arms overhead. Back to warrior one. Pyramid. Straightening the front leg, keeping a soft knee. Release your hands to the thigh. Revolve triangle. Left hand to the outside of the front ankle, right hand to the lower back. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Sequence A. Hands to your heart center, bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back. Warrior one on the other side. Humble warrior. Back to warrior one. Pyramid. small triangle. Hands to the mat. High plank. Sequence 8. Hands to your heart center, bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back, about one leg's distance, heels in one line. Straightening your front leg, keeping a soft knee. Bring the arms up to parallel. Now shift the upper body forward and come down. Trikonasana. The bottom hand is to the inside of your shin. Maybe it's forming a triangle on the bottom for you. If your neck is healthy, you're gazing at the upper hand as it reaches strongly away. Inhale, coming up. Scoop the front arm. Crescent. Inhale, coming up. Turn your feet to the parallel to the short edges of your mat. Hands to the hip crease. Stand tall. Inhale. Exhale. Roll forward. Release your hands to the mat. Turn your fingers so they point in towards the body, wrist point away, gazing in between your arms. Standing wide-legged forward fold with carpal tunnel stretch. Softening your knees, bringing yourself up. Turn your feet to the corners of your mat. Arms up like goalposts, pull back on the elbows, sinking into your seat. Goddess pose. Inhale, lift your right heel. Release. Over to the left. Release, back to your right. Release, left. Release, sink any amount lower. Inhale, lifting both heels at the same time. Coming up on your tiptoes for Shalyasana. Tiptoe asana. Woo-hoo-hoo. Have some fun with it. Come up as high as you can. It's okay if you wobble. It's good for you. Release your heels down. Straighten your legs. Straightening the arms. 5-pointed star. Reaching out in all directions. Arms down. Turn to face forward. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Sequence 8. Hands to the mat. Step back. Triangle on the other side. Crescent move. Coming up, turning your feet to the parallel to the the short edges or turn them in slightly for pigeon toe. Hands to the hip crease, stand tall, inhale. Exhale, roll forward with a flat back till you reach about halfway. Then release your hands to the mat. Wrists touching, fingertips point away from each other, gazing in between your arms. Standing wide-legged forward fold with in a three-legged tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Take the right hand to the ceiling. If your neck is healthy, gaze at the upper hand. Inhale, come back to center. Focus your gaze behind you. Then exhale over to the other side. Inhale, coming back to center. And just flowing back and forth with your own breath. Just being mindful of where your gaze is headed. Come back to center. Softening your knees, bring yourself up. Turn your feet to the corners of your mat. Arms up like goalposts. Pull back on the elbows. Sink into your seat. Release your hands to your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, coming up. Focus your gaze straight ahead. Exhale over to the other side. Flowing back and forth with your own breath. Sun's beautiful this morning. Inhale, coming back to center. Straightening the legs, bringing the hands up to a five-pointed star. So you're reaching out in all directions, radiating out the sun, expanding your energy. Arms down, hands to the mat. High plank. Sequence A. Just feel something a little different, or 18. Or attack schedule A. Or, I don't know, there's all kinds of versions of A out there. There's Canadian A as well. A. Hands to your heart center, pause. So, eagle. Take the arms wide. Bring the left arm underneath the right. Twist the arms together. Twist your hands, lock it up, lift the elbows towards the shoulders, press the palms gently away. Now you're going to soften your knees and either cross or wrap your left leg over your right. Lifting your chin. Release your foot down. Chin tucks. Release your foot down. Unwind the arms. Take them up and overhead. Bow forward. Hands to the mat. Step back about one leg's distance, popping up on the ball of your foot for high lunge. Now take the arms up and overhead. Palms about shoulders distance apart, facing each other. Horse. Pressing strongly into the back heel, so you're zippering up the back leg. That'll give you more stability. Hands to your heart center. Tip forward. And twist. Left elbow to the right knee. back to center. Back to horse. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. Side plank to your left, so you're rolling open to the side, taking the right arm up. Now, take the top arm, reach straight overhead. Bring the arm back to your side. Roll over to a high plank. Chaturanga Tandasana. Push back up. Side plank to the other side. Taking the arm overhead. Try not to sag. Hand to your side body. High plank, sequence 8. Bow forward. Hands to your mat. Step back with your other foot. High lunge. Horse. Hands to your heart center. Tip forward. Twist. Back to center. Horse. Hands to the mat. High plank, sequence 8. Hands to your heart center, pause. So, dancer, taking your right arm up, grab a hold of your left foot. There we go. Begin to reach forward and kick back. It's easier if you reach forward and kick back simultaneously. Reaching, kicking, coming up. Change sides. Have fun with it. You're dancing with yourself. Pretty cool song from the 80s, Dancing with Myself, or what else was there? Dancing in the Dark. Last Dance. Lots of dancing songs. I'm kind of sad though. Dancing with Myself is a good one for this. Inhale, coming up. All right. Arms up and overhead. Hands to Anjali Mudra. Feet out a little wide or about hips distance apart. Turned out slightly like a duck. Squatting. So we're sinking straight down the center line of our body, keeping the heels connected to the mat as we do so. Coming all the way down. Maybe your knees pop when you come down like mine do. It's okay. It's just part of waking the body up in the morning. Shaking off the rust and the joints from the day before and sleeping overnight. Or maybe you're doing this practice after work. If you're doing it after work, this is just awesome just to make sure that you have full mobility throughout the body. Release your hands to the mat. Stepping back, high plank. Chaturanga Tandasana, low plank. Releasing all the way down. Bending your legs. Grab a hold of the tops of your feet or your ankles. Inhale. Kicking strongly into your hands as you lift your thighs up off the mat. Bow. as high as you can. Release down. Hands to either side of your chest. Baby or king cobra, you decide. Release down. Push to all fours. Down dog. Camel pose. Release your knees to the mat. Coming up onto your knees, tucking your toes under, like this, or flattening your feet out, hands to your jean pockets, leaning back, leaning back, leaning back. Release your hands to your heels or ankles. Do not drop your head back. Lifting your chest up while falling back at the same time into your hands. So it's even though it seems counterintuitive, gravity's pulling you down while you're lifting up. Inhale, coming up, back, down dog. All yoga is playing with gravity, really. It's playing with your own body weight with gravity. Gravity's basically one of the only major constant forces in our life. Release your knees to the mat. Take your legs out in front of you. Taking your right leg out at a 45-degree angle, tuck your left foot into your thigh. Inhale. Sit up nice and tall. Turn to face your leg. Exhale. Coming down. Your foot is active, so it's engaged and being flexed back towards the ceiling. Hands are on your thighs or maybe on either side of your shin. I don't want to feel anything in the lower back, but you should feel this run along the back side of your leg. Coming up. Change sides. Coming up. Lowering yourself down onto your mat. Your back onto the mat. Bringing your feet in. Soles of the feet on the mat, about hips distance apart. Hands by your side. Inhale, lifting your hips up. Bring your hands underneath your back, clasp the hands together. Roll to one side to tuck the other shoulder, and then roll back to the other side and tuck the other shoulder. Lifting as high as you can, lengthen the knees away from the body. Pressing the hands down towards the mat. Modified bridge. Lifting a little higher if you can. No saggy bridges. Release your hands, lower them back down. Untuck your shoulders. Lift your hips, shift to the left. Lengthen your right leg along the mat. Left foot to the right thigh, right hand to the left knee. Bring the knee across the body. Yeah, your top hand there is only for weight. Don't press down. Extend your left arm out to your side. Gaze over your hand if your neck is healthy. Change sides. Coming back to center. Soles of the feet on the mat. Lift your hips, centering yourself, lowering back down. Hugging your right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg along the mat. Release. Change sides. Release. Bring them both in together. Pressing your tailbone down, hugging your knees in. Release your knees to the mat, or feet to the mat. A little wider than hips distance apart, let the knees fall towards each other. Hands come to your tummy. Recovery pose. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to fall open. Hands come to your chest. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bringing your knees back together. Extending the legs along the mat. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Savasana. Bringing your feet in. Stay in Savasana if you can, or roll to one side or the other, pushing yourself back up, simple cross-legged pose. We're going to finish with one big inhale and exhale, followed by 3 Oms. So hands to Anjali Mudra. Inhale. great practice. And then you come back to join me again sometime.